Hey guys, sorry about that. We're live. Yeah, sorry about that. That was a massive fuck up.
Rookie. You see? Rookie mistakes, guys. He's been on YouTube for how many years and fucked that shit up? Huh?
New guy.
No more live weigh-ins. I fuck it up when I try to use other cameras, I guess.
All he had to do is press leave studio. He
I
would have
know.
left it and the stream would have went on. But no, this dude pressed end stream. He's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah, this is the one to press. Click end stream. And then he came back and was like, what the fuck happened? Like, what do you do? What happened, bro? He ended the stream.
Man, I'm not gonna live this down, am I?
No, you are not.
No, of course not.
Can't live it down, bro. The amount of shit you give people for fucking up.
I know.
Come on now.
I'm a professional.
Let me share all the links again.
No problem.
Yeah,
Do that. Let me just go take a piss real quick, guys.
I can't believe I fucked that up so bad.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so had a bad day, I take it.
Dude, I had a really bad day. Yeah, today was a bad day. Just the only joy I had was I game streamed for like 45 minutes. That was like the only joy I had. And
Well,
then I napped for an hour before I had to go to my other job.
just keep in mind, tomorrow's always better, man.
Mm-hmm.
We always have those days where we're like, fuck my life.
Fuck it, everything. Yeah, like look.
Do you need a shot?
I don't need one, but I may have one later.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I went out and bought this little speaker system. So I can now game stream on my 4K monitor now.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, listen, okay?
Yeah.
We need to have an intervention for you.
What?
Okay? Because every other fucking day it's I want a game stream, I don't want a game stream, I want a game stream, I don't want a game stream, I lost the password for game stream, now I want a game stream again. Pick one and go with it.
I'm an Aquarius, so I overthink a lot of stuff. Okay?
You know why he don't want to, Adam?
Why?
Because he knows eventually he will have to come on a Tekken stream and get his ass bust. He's scared. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's scared. He's scared. It's all good. We know that. We know that. You know. He knows I got better.
Especially since you kicked his ass in Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, he kicked my ass
don't
in
know that.
Tekken a couple times, but I got better since I've been playing Tekken.
Last time
But-
I checked, I retired the champ. I'm
You
just
can't
saying.
retire the champ, bro. That's some pussy movements. You got to come and defend that shit, and you know you're getting your ass whooped.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, hey man,
Yes.
you're off tomorrow.
I know. I got no plans either. Well, that's not true. I'm going out tomorrow night, but
That's okay. Tomorrow night you can have your fun, do your thing. You know what I mean? Can throw a little something on Storm's Nation later on if you want to get your ass bust. You can do that shit. I don't business.
killing me, man. You're killing me. Damn, dude. Why you putting me on the spot for, man?
You see, this is what I'm saying. You know, we had that discussion about a true gamer. A true gamer would have said challenge accepted, not you're putting me on the spot, man.
No, it's just like I gotta find time. That's all, you know.
Excuses too. Wow.
No, I'm just saying, you know, I gotta find time. That's all. It ain't no excuses, you know.
Oh no, not at all, right?
No, not at all. Just, you know, once I get that time, I'll let you know, and we can go from there, man. Can we change the subject now?
I'll be dead by the time that he has some free time to play video games.
I'm trying to get through Hyrule Warriors, man. I'm like right toward the end.
It's okay. You can finish that anytime, bro. You see, it's what happens when you're in the presence of greatness. This is why he's scared to say yes. You know what I mean? Because he knows it's greatness over here. Adam knows it too.
I mean, we know. We don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Josh Whedon. Or apparently Josh Whedon's a dick.
Yeah, apparently threatening Gal Gadot's career or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I can make Wonder Woman sound really stupid in the movie. I'm like, well, then your writing is going to sound stupid. So, good luck with that, asshole.
Well, like I've said, it just confirms that he's an asshole, and it brings a lot of validation to the stuff that Ray Fisher was saying then.
Yup, 100%.
Because even Ray Fisher came out and said what some of the things that he was having an issue with on the set too. So
yeah, you can't portray Cyborg as an angry black man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God forbid.
And like I said, I mean the anger and I didn't even get that from him when I watched the movie though.
No, either did I.
You know what I mean? I didn't get none of that angry black man shit from him. So I don't know. I guess those Warner Brothers studios, to me, really have no idea what they're doing. They canceled the New God movie.
They don't.
Yeah, they canceled Trench too.
Honestly, look, I'm going to be perfectly honest. New Gods might have been cool, but I didn't give a shit about the fucking Trench.
Yeah.
Okay? Nor did I really care about New Gods. If I'm being honest, I thought they were already canned. Because you haven't heard of shit about them in like 3 fucking years. Like, why do people care now?
I told everybody when they announced those movies,
they ain't coming out.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody's like, oh man, like everybody was getting so excited. I'm like, dude, they announced the Flash 20 years ago, and that shit's still not out. You think they're gonna do New Gods?
Ava DuVernay is gonna do it. Yeah, she did A Wrinkle in Time, so good luck with that.
Not only that, though, can you imagine if she went ahead and did the New Gods right after we just saw Dark Side and all that shit, right? People are going to be like, no, that's the shit we wanted.
What? What's this bullshit?
Yeah. For real.
And this is the thing. It's like they cancel that. You know what I mean? You have so many characters that you can work with that people would actually want to see, and you're just fucking ignoring those things. Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense what they're doing. They need someone that sits there and knows what they're doing. They need a Kevin Feige to sit there and map out 10 years straight. That's what they need to do. They need to map out the first 10 years and then stick to it, whether they think the movies haven't made enough money for them or not.
Question: do you think it should be Zack Snyder doing that?
I don't know, man, because a lot of people have him as like a bad taste in their mouth. Like even now, there's people I heard someone say that the Whedon cut was fucking better than Josh Whedon's movie. I was like, are you fucking crazy? I'm like, are you mad?
I want to know their names. I want to know their addresses. How they take their fucking coffee.
There was nothing in the Whedon cut that was better than anything in Josh Snyder's movie. Oh, I'm sorry, Zack Snyder's movie. Josh.
Yeah,
Snyder.
no, I agree. I agree with you on that one, 100%. 100%, I agree with you on that one.
I even watched the shit in black and white, bro.
Oh, the black and white version's out now?
It's been out.
Yeah, it's been out for like a week and a half now.
Yeah, man.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It actually looks good in black and white. I'm surprised.
Yes, it does. I was impressed too. And then they have the a little bit of extended Joker scene there. So at the end.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How much is a little bit? Like a little bit worth me to watch it?
Like 1 line or 2 lines.
Oh.
But did you see?
Society.
Yeah.
He said that one. That was the line he said.
I think I'm not sure if that's what he said.
I don't think no, there was an extra line. I don't think it was that one.
No,
but he released that as a deleted scene.
Right. There was an right. He put an extra line in it, but the whole thing was we live in a society.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, who yelled more, the girl or the boy?" I'm like, "Yo, I like that shit, man. I really did." So I was surprised because I'm like, I don't know if I want to see it in black and white. And then I put it on, and I'm like, "Oh, this isn't bad. It's really not bad in black and white." So I could see, because what I heard was that's the way he filmed it, was in black and white, right? And he really liked the look of it, so they decided to put it out in black and white.
That's the only cut he had for a while to look at when he was editing, was the black and white version.
Yeah.
And I can see why he would like it that way. Because at first I was skeptical. I'm like, well, your movie's already kind of dark. How's black and white going to affect that? Surprisingly, very well.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the title he gave it too. Justice is Gray.
Yeah, Justice is Gray.
That's cool.
But I don't know if I personally wouldn't mind, because I like the darker universe. I'm sorry, I just do. I don't think it has to be like
it's different than Marvel, man. If I wanted something like Marvel, I would just watch Marvel.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I like it being different. I like it being darker. You know what I mean? Were Man of Steel and BVS the greatest movies ever? No, but they were good. They were shitty movies. Yeah. You know, they weren't shitty movies, but people think
they were. They were at least ambitious. I mean, you can even say the same about Suicide Squad. I mean, say what you will about it, but I mean, DC was at least trying to do some ambitious shit, and I applaud that. And they were like, no, we're going to move away from that because, we want to be like Marvel. It's fucking bullshit.
And I know we won't get it, but I won't mind seeing the Ayers Cup, because he's like really he's really like fighting to say that, that is not even close to the movie that I was trying to make.
But okay, so with the Ayer cut, would he have to go in and
well, no, apparently his cut. No, not at all. Apparently, his cut was already finished and done for the studio, and the studio basically went in, had a bunch of shit reshot behind his back, and had the company who did the trailer re-edit the film.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
So, and the only reason why we probably won't get his cut is because it doesn't have the same traction that Zack Snyder's cut had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's Suicide Squad. It's not fucking Justice League.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with the Ayer cut, though, we didn't know what it was going to look like before they did it, right? Whereas the Snyder cut, we seen the trailers of what it was going to look like before they went and reshot.
Well, apparently, you go back and watch the first trailer that was released for Suicide Squad. It's not fun and jokey. It's actually kind of dark, and that's more the style he was going for. Dude, go watch the very first one. It was like a Comic-Con trailer.
Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out later.
It's more of a darker trailer. They got like "The Joke Is on Me" playing in the background.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, man, you got to let these guys do their visions and get it out there, and let the chips fall where they may, man. You know.
Well, Zack Snyder already said, like, would he like to make more? Yeah, but if he doesn't, he's content because he got to make his movie.
Yeah,
he got his vision out there. So,
and it goes back to, because I was watching, and I know it's kind of a different topic, but I was watching the Suge Knight documentary, right? And Suge Knight said when he walked into Interscope with Gin and Juice, they told him that song was trash. They told him that new Gin and Juice song was trash.
Laid back with my mind and my money and my money and my mind. That's
So then he went and put it out, gave it to the radio stations, and the next thing you know, Interscope was begging for the song.
Yeah, right. I mean?
So they don't really know. They think they know what people want, but they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at that point, you just got to let it get out there, and you never know. People will decide. I know it's hard to lose money and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, the gains might be a little bit worth the risk.
Well, the same thing happened to Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody, you know? So
yeah, they didn't want that either because it was like too long. Even the critics didn't like it when it came out.
Studios think they know what people want, man. They don't have a fucking clue, man.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? And it's getting even more clouded now with all this SJW stuff and cancel culture and all of this shit. Like, they don't know what the fuck we want.
Yeah.
They don't know what we want. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, just do your thing, consistently put your shit out there. You know, things will do good and things won't. That's the nature of the business.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, and sometimes you have to take a chance and you have to gamble on stuff. Like, did you think Disney was really 100% behind Kevin Feige with Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Probably not.
They sure as shit weren't behind him for Captain Marvel and Black Panther.
That's correct.
Yeah.
They weren't. Mm-hmm.
It was like, you're either going to do this or I quit. Like, he put his job on that.
Yeah, for real.
And I guarantee you, after both those movies made over $1 billion, studios like, okay, do what you want. That's why we're getting Shang-Chi.
I mean, I still maintain. I mean, Black Panther is amazing. Okay, but I still maintain Captain Marvel is unashamedly mediocre. But I mean, you know, good for Kevin Feige sticking to his guns and getting that character out there. I wish he had the same ambition for Black fucking Widow. But you know, I mean, hey.
I think the reason why is because they had to wait for Wonder Woman and see what that did first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But instead of being the first, you know, because, they waited.
Let's be honest, a lot of female-led superhero films were kind of trash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You had Elektra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you had fucking Catwoman. Mm-hmm. You had Supergirl. Mm-hmm. So many, dude. Just really, a lot of female-led superhero movies were kind of crap.
Right.
So
now you see what Wonder Woman does, and it's like, oh, Wonder Woman made money. Okay, yes, we can go with this route now. But they should have been the first. They should have did the first. They should have been the ones to take the initiative and get it started. You know what I mean? With Black Widow. And Black Widow would have made money.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Everyone keeps telling me, oh, well, it would have made money in phase 1 because no one knows who Black Widow. Okay. True. No one really knows who they are personally. Mm-hmm. But people know who Scarlett Johansson is. Mm-hmm. And Jeremy Renner had just been nominated for a fucking Oscar. People know who he is. Mm-hmm. So, no, you could have easily made a movie about their backstory and made that in phase 1 instead of Iron Man 2. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it would have fit perfectly.
I agree.
And I do think it would have made money.
I agree. And then they could have worked on making Iron Man 2 and 3 a better movie. You know what I mean? Because those two were... Ugh. Iron Man 2 wasn't that bad, but 3?
No, 2 was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like Iron Man 2 at all.
I think it's because I like the little fight scene with him and Rhodey at the end. That kind of saves the movie for her. But Whiplash was trash. Absolutely trash.
Dude, here's the thing. Like, he was the one being billed throughout the whole movie. He's barely in it. Mm-hmm. He literally disappears for like a whole 45-minute stretch of the movie. And then just shows back up again like, hi, remember me? I'm in this movie too.
Yeah, because they made it that arms guy. What was his name?
Fucking Justin Hammer.
Yeah.
But, even Mickey Rourke came out against Marvel. He was like, you know what? Fuck these guys. Most of my performance ended up on the cutting room floor. Mm-hmm. Like, he was pissed.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. But I do think in Black Widow, or not Black Widow, but Iron Man 2's defense, I rewatched it a few months back. I think it aged better. Because when you see the MCU and how it formed now, you can go back and look, well, this was when we already got the War Machine out, suit. This is when Black Widow was introduced. Like, this leads into the, you can see where they were trying to connect everything early on. So I think it aged well. It aged better than Iron Man 3. So
because if you go,
disagree with you, but okay.
If you go back and watch some of the old movies and the old interviews, they really didn't know what direction they were actually going to continue to go in until Iron Man 2. Because in the first phase, Iron Man was set up to be the leader and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they started to change directions just a little bit with Captain America and all of that stuff. So, yeah.
Yep. I agree with you on that, too. Because they even set up Incredible Hulk at the end for more villains to come from that. And we never got any more. That's because, if I'm not mistaken, around Iron Man 2, it was when the acquisition from Disney started happening.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They might have started them, but that wasn't finalized. I think 2012, because the last movie I believe released by Paramount was Iron Man 3.
Oh,
because Iron Man 3 was definitely released by Paramount because it's got the Paramount logo in front of it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was around that. It was around that time though.
So
then
okay, Iron Man 3 was by so
it was Paramount.
I mean, that's probably why they don't want to do Hulk anymore because Universal still owns it. But I mean, fuck, man, should have gave us a Hulk movie.
Yeah, I really wanted a Hulk movie. I liked Incredible Hulk. I would love to see if Mark Ruffalo could have done a his own Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess they shoehorned it in Thor. So
and I still think that the Incredible Hulk's look was the best Hulk-looking Hulk that they've made in all of the Hulk movies. I think he looked the best in that one.
Yeah, he looked more real. Like actors and stuff. Duck Dodgers comes in with a super chat. I love Iron Man 3 until they changed the Mandarin. That's where the movie fell apart for me.
No, here's the thing. I haven't said this in my review of the movie, and for full disclosure, I've said this many times. I love the movie, but I do concede that if you are a fan of that character, your enjoyment of that movie is going to hinder on that twist. Yeah. Because you're either, if you don't like that twist and that kills the movie for you, I completely get it. Okay, I got you. All right, but I hate that character, so that don't bother me.
That did as well. And the fact that it's called Iron Man 3 and all we got was Tony Stark.
Tony Stark is Iron Man.
Fuck that. I want to see Iron Man.
I'm sorry. Tony Stark's greatest asset is not his suit, it's his intelligence.
I don't give a fuck. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see an Iron Man movie. I wanted
so you didn't get a climax with like 80 suits.
No, because he was barely in them.
Yeah.
And then the villain that villain was horrible. That burning guy, whatever the hell his name was. That was so trash. And then they want to give the power to Pepper with the
See, that was the only no, the Pepper thing was the only thing I hated. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Because his final encounter with Killian was perfect. Okay, because really think about this for a second. Okay, he's been dealing with this shit the whole movie. He literally takes the shackles of his obsession, which is that broken suit, straps it onto the monster he created, and rids himself of them both. Perfect. That's how you fucking end the villain. Nope. Yeah. Now Pepper's alive. She's gonna take him out. Okay, like, wow, you killed it. Because that would have been perfect.
Nendroid $202 super chat. Has anyone seen Poe lately? Twitter got deleted. I spoke to
Poe yesterday.
Yeah, Poe was in the stream last night, I believe.
Yeah, Poe texted me last night, and I think he texted me today too.
Did his Twitter get deleted?
Back on here with more porn?
No, he closed it.
Oh, he closed it?
Yeah, he texted me today. He's good.
Okay. I mean, if it was up to me, I would delete my Twitter too. I just use it for Facebook purposes. So it's like, Oh, we got J-Zom, and I hope I said it right this time. And he says, why the hell did Tony destroy all of his suits in the end, and he built them in case of Chitauri came back, since he was the only one that saw how big they were? They would have helped a lot in Endgame's third act.
Well, here's the thing. 1, he could always make more. 2, they were all defective suits because they were all falling apart anyway. And 3, he wanted to show Pepper she means more to him than his suits. Literally, I just gave you all 3 reasons right there why.
So my thing is, 1, I don't think he destroyed. Well, he destroyed his suits, but it doesn't matter because he built those robots in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. He had the Iron Legion that he was working on to help out the Avengers. And obviously, he's still going to have one for himself. But again, he was hastily putting together suits. That's why most of them are falling apart, because he's not sleeping anymore, trying to put these things together to try to protect the Earth. But like, he's not thinking clearly. He's not thinking straight. Okay, so much to the point that he gives a known terrorist the address of his fucking home. All right, so
I want to do that one day. Like some fucking troll comes on here and I'm like, here's my address. Come meet me, motherfucker.
I'll leave the door unlocked. What's up?
Yeah. One of the worst Marvel movies for me.
I completely disagree with you.
Yeah, it's definitely between that and the Spider-Man movies are my.
Oh, dude, come on! You are not gonna put them down there with the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I put the Spider-Man movies over that. To be honest,
you kiss my ass.
I kind of would too, if you want me to be honest with you.
I do.
If someone came up to me right now, and be like, "You gotta watch Homecoming or Iron Man 3," I'll take Homecoming.
Absolutely, me too.
I don't even know you both right now.
Homecoming and Far From Home. Give me those two.
Yeah, I hate it, dude. I hated Iron Man 3. To me, it just felt like a slap in the face, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the Mandarin?
But the Mandarin, but not only that, they take Infinity War and Captain America Civil War to retcon everything they did in Iron Man 3. Like he got the surgery, yet he puts it back in. You know, it's like everything that they changed, like, no, we're going back. We're going back on that. You know, it's just like, oh man, it just
it's like, what was the sense of him fucking taking the thing out of his chest and everything, and then in the next movie he has another fucking thing on his chest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now he's just trying to start a fucking fight.
Jasm says, "Nah, Rob, I put Iron Man 3 on the same level as the Amazing Spider-Man movie. Screw Mark Webb." Well, you don't have no taste.
I would too, but I love all three of those movies. So,
well, if Jasm doesn't like the Spider-Man movies, then I agree with you 100%. 100%. I think that's the first thing we agree on, or the only thing we've ever agreed on. But yes,
the first thing.
Spider-Man movies were amazing, Anzu.
Huh?
Okay. I don't know what your deal is.
No, the Spider-Man movies were not amazing.
Yes, they were.
The Amazing Spider-Man,
because they're amazing.
No, they were fucking garbage.
They were.
I can watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 all the time, like every day, and I'll still cry in that movie every single time. Man.
Yeah, that's because you're a pussy.
I'm not a pussy.
The fuck you crying for an Amazing Spider-Man movie? When what's her name dies? Gwen?
Yeah, dude. Gwen's my girl, man. Gwen's my girl, bro.
Damn right.
Mm-mm.
It's like I don't even know if it's because of her. It could just be the reaction Andrew Garfield has when she dies. When he's like, "No, don't go!" Like, oh, dude, it hits me, man. It hits me. It hits me in my soul, man.
Can't stand Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
My god, yeah, my life right now. Jason comes in with a super chat. I feel like I'm an episode of Twilight Zone because Anzo and I finally agree on something. The Raimi Spider-Mans are the real Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Facts.
No, those movies are extremely outdated garbage.
Facts, Jasm.
Dude, where the fuck am I right now?
Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 are not even close to Spider-Man 2. Not even close. Not even close to Spider-Man 2.
I disagree, man.
I disagree as well.
Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. Oh my god, that was the best Spider-Man movie so far to date.
Okay, can I ask you a question then, Anzo?
Mm-hmm.
So Doc Ock goes and robs a bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can get equipment. Why didn't he just steal the equipment?
Because he's got to ship it overseas.
You know what I mean? Exactly. You see, there you go.
Overseas, they literally show him getting it from a ship in the dock.
Man, come on, dude.
There you go. There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get over I don't want to be Spider-Man no more. So he automatically loses his powers.
That's not why he lost his powers. Because he said he didn't want to be Spider-Man
psychologically, he couldn't do it no more or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Go back and watch the movies. No.
Devin comes in with a $2 super chat. Into the Spider-Verse is the real Spider-Man movie. That
I will give.
That is the most realist Spider-Man movie we have ever gotten.
Yes.
Like that is the closest to what actually Spider-Man is. That movie brings me to tears too. Like at the end where Miles has Peter, he's like, "You got to go home, man." He's like, "What if I mess it up?" And he's like, "Oh man, it gets Spider-Man gets to me, man. I'm an emotional son of a bitch. What do we want me to say?"
If we adding Spider-Verse, then I'll say Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie, but then Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then Far From Home, then Homecoming, then The Amazing Spider-Man 2, then The Amazing Spider-Man.
Jason comes in with another super chat. You thought Doc Ock's plan was dumb. Lizard's plan was to turn everyone into lizards was freaking stupid as well. That wasn't stupid.
Yes, it was.
No, it ain't. If
Because
you look
how could he could control all of them? He wasn't planning on controlling them.
He wasn't gonna control all of them. His mentality and way of thinking, and Adam can chime in if I'm wrong, but he felt like that was the superior evolution. So he wanted to turn everybody into it because he felt like it was superior to humanity. Yes. So he wanted to turn everybody into lizards.
Ooh.
He wasn't going to use them to control them or anything. Now, my problem is
it's so stupid. It's not like it was taken directly from the comic or anything. Oh, wait, yeah, it kind of was.
well, hey, man, sometimes just because it was taken from the comic doesn't mean it translates well on the big screen. It just doesn't. Watchmen was a perfect example of that.
Watchmen's a masterpiece.
Damn right it is.
No, it's not.
It's a masterpiece in every way, in every form.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a fucking snooze fest. It is a snooze fest of a movie. I put that on. That's my Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. I put that on and
that's your Han Solo?
Yeah, man, that's my solo movie.
Dude, I tell you what, because I don't look at Watchmen for the action. I look at it for the philosophical things in it. Is that what I like? Like Dr. Manhattan just sitting on Mars going, tell me how any of this could be improved by a mall or a parking lot. You know, like the fact that he's like, I'm tired. Like when he's talking about Earth, right? And he's like, I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of their like day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
Like because some days I'll be at work and I got like some fucking eggs in my hand and I'm like Dr. Manhattan. I'm like, I'm tired of these people. I am tired of their day-to-day lives.
The customers will look up and shout, "Save me," and I'll whisper, "No."
and I like the idea. The thing that I love about Watchmen the most was the fact that you have a guy who's a hero and he kills millions of people in order to save billions. Was he wrong or right to do so? And the fact that Dr. Manhattan's like, without judging, it's a masterpiece of a movie, man.
It is.
It's like V for Vendetta for me. Like you watch V for Vendetta and he takes Natalie Portman out on the thing. He's like, what do you feel? She's like, I don't feel anything anymore.
I'm sorry. I will die on this hill. The ending in the movie was better than the ending in the comic.
What? Watchmen or
Watchmen?
Oh, I agree. I agree. I thought it was a much better ending than the Squid ending.
Yeah.
You know?
Because the Squid came the fuck out of nowhere.
Yeah. It was like, anyway, we got two super chats coming here. Jason comes in with a super chat. Sorry, Adam. I don't see how just because it was from the comics doesn't make it any less freaking dumb.
Facts.
Bunch of
Joseph, you are the man today, bro. Big up.
Stop encouraging him.
Big up.
Nindroid comes in with a $10 super chat. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite comic book film. The Amazing Spider-Man franchise is more comic accurate, and Garfield was a better Spider-Man. Where Toby was the Peter Parker, Tom is the perfect trash. Oh, damn.
Oh, fuck. Damn, Nindroid on point tonight.
Toby, Tom, Garfield.
No, I disagree, man.
Toby, Tom, Garfield.
Disagree 100% on that one. The Amazing Webhead. We're gonna throw the 10-minute warning in too because we gotta do Storm Nation. Anzo being savage to you guys. He's the king.
Thank you, Webhead.
King Anzo. Jason comes in with another super chat. They should have just made the lizard more mindless animals like the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon.
I didn't even like the way he looked.
I hated the way he looked too. They went for the Steve Ditko style. I like the Todd McFarlane alligator type look.
Mm-hmm. Didn't like the way he looked.
I hated the way he looks, man. I gotta go take a piss. I'm right back.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this movie, man. Fuck this movie and fuck anybody that likes this fucking piece of shit house Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Fucking Andrew Garfield sitting there yelling and screaming at Aunt May and Uncle Ben and shit. And I'm like, fuck that. And he didn't even look like a nerd. He looked more like a fucking, like a dude that could just dress up one day and get any girl he fucking wanted to.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about with fucking Andrew Garfield, motherfucker?
You were just about to agree with me. You were
Were you able to find that Black Panther picture anywhere?
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure if I Google it, I can find it.
I found one, but I don't know if it's the same one that you sent me because I want to get it. I want to get a tattoo. I was thinking about going to get a tattoo tomorrow. Actually, okay. I was thinking about getting that bitch like right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't think of anywhere else to put it. But yeah, Jason coming in with another super chat. Tobey Maguire played Peter Parker as he was supposed to be socially awkward nerd, unlike Garfield. Yeah, he played Peter Parker from the 1960s.
Yeah, the way Peter Parker was
different.
The way
there's a difference between what a nerd is then and what a nerd is now.
The original way Tony. But you guys make me fuck up. The original way Peter Parker was supposed to be portrayed, Tobey Maguire did that.
If the movie came out and it was set back then, the movie came out in the 2000s. There was no nerd or geek that looked like that.
Yes, they were still.
No.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
No, dude,
There's still nerds and geeks that look like that.
Dude, I was in high school when that shit happened. There was nobody.
There's still nerds and geeks that look like that now, bro. What are you talking about? Absolutely.
And that movie, man, that movie feels like a Silver Age comic book movie, man. It's like, nah, man. You go back and watch that movie, and it feels like it's supposed to take place in the 60s, and it's a modern day movie.
I can still watch that movie and enjoy it. Both of them. Still watch it and enjoy them. I could not watch The Amazing Spider-Man.
I can't even even the dialogue is cringy. Like fucking Goblin's like or like you're out of mind or no, you're the one that's like whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, Goblin,
yeah, when he's like you're out of something. He's like you're the one that's out of your league. I'm pretty sure.
No. You're so predictable, like a moth to the flame. What about my generous proposal? Are you in or are you out? It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind. Wrong answer.
That literally sounds like something from a Power Ranger show. You know?
That actually sounds like Spider-Man.
In all fairness, he looked like a Power Ranger villain in that fucking suit. Let's be honest.
I'll give you the suit. 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 I'll give you that.
Jason comes in with a super chat. So you're saying socially awkward science nerds like Peter Parker don't exist today? Are you serious? Not like that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Nerds today watch anime.
No, there's a difference. Nerds and geeks, bro. He played a flat out nerd. They're still like that.
Devin comes in with a $1.99 super chat. So what was even Green Goblin's plan?
He didn't have one.
Didn't matter. He was trying to kill Peter Parker. That's all that matters.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's all that matters. You wanted to kill Peter Parker.
Dude, I said this in my review for the movie. I'm like, it's like he's trying to recruit Spider-Man, but recruit him for what? He has no fucking plan.
Yes, he did, because he was trying to get his super serum or whatever it was, and they closed down his shop. That's in his studio.
Dude, he literally got revenge for that in the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, he killed him off, but he still was trying
the fucking rest of it, he didn't do shit.
Yeah, he killed him off, but he was still trying to get his shit out there. You know what I mean? And Spider-Man was in his way, so his thing turned to killing Spider-Man. Yes.
See the hoops he's got to jump through, Rob?
Yeah. No, it's true. No.
Andrew comes in with a $5 super chat. Toby is my childhood Spider-Man, the one I see from the cartoons like the 90s and the comics, and Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man film. I mean, all of you guys are right to your opinion. Doesn't mean you guys are all right.
Boom. And doesn't mean you're right either.
No, I'm just telling you which one I like, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You can say we're not right, but it doesn't mean you're right.
It's Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, then
Tom Holland.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Tom Holland.
I do too.
Nicholas comes in with a super chat. I would love to be a member again, especially for Megatier, but I live in Australia and would have missed the streams where Megatiers are in. So we're doing it in like 5 minutes. I mean, you're up now. Right, like you're up now. So, but Megatier members also get to ask questions for the Ask Robert. So, I mean,
yeah,
there's other things for it. So you don't have to be just the streams, because you get the Ask Roberts and all that stuff. But like I said, we're about to do Storm Nation now, and you're up now. So technically, Jason comes in with another super chat. Norman's plan was that he wanted more power, but he knew Spider-Man would get in the way, so he tried to recruit, but he refused, so he tried to kill him. More power for what?
What?
To do what? All it takes
what?
is one, like, dude.
You literally own a multi-billion-dollar company. Literally everyone who could have gotten in your way, you fucking murdered on a goddamn balcony. What the fuck do you want, dude? You're a fucking millionaire. It's like that fucking scene in The Fugitive. Money? The fuck do you want money for? He's already rich.
Yeah.
But he didn't want money. He wanted power. It's the difference between money and power, bro.
Okay, fine. Power? What do you want more power for? You already got power.
No, he wanted more power. You understand? He wanted more power. He wanted to be that super villain guy. And you guys got to remember too, right? It was like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde shit. You know what I mean? So when the Green Goblin came out, it was just psychotic and crazy and want to kill this guy. Yes. And William Dafoe played a perfect.
Listen, here's the thing. I do love.
I'll agree with you on that.
William Dafoe was amazing. Okay.
End of the line, Spider-Man. Had you accepted my offer, your little girlfriend's death might have been quick and painless, but now that you've really pissed me off, I'm gonna finish her nice and slow.
You gotta finish her nice and slow. You got to.
Kirsten does finish your ass. Okay.
Great movie compared to that piece of Andrew Garfield.
Oh, shut up.
4 minute warning, man. 4 minute warning, sure.
I would even put you remember they used to you remember they used to have that Spider-Man TV show? I'd even put him over Andrew Garfield.
Now you're just being disrespectful. Yeah. Now you're just being all kinds of disrespectful.
Put that over Andrew Garfield.
Sally Field, best Ant-Man.
Oh, hell no.
Fuck yeah, she was.
Absolutely.
Oh, hell no. Marissa Tomei, bro.
No.
Marissa Tomei, bro.
She just plays a slut, man.
No, she don't.
She's a slut.
She's just promiscuous. That's all.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
That's the nice way of saying she's a slut.
And
that is the nice way of saying she's a slut.
And no one necessarily said she slept with any of these dudes. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a hot mom.
Dude, she was banging Happy.
No, we don't really know that.
Probably banging all of Tony Stark's details.
We don't really know that. We don't know if she was actually banging Happy.
Eleanor, she was banging Tony Stark.
No,
I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Actually, Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. dated for a long time.
I realize,
that's technically true.
So see, there you go. There you go. They were just going on real life shit.
Okay. So this is just a topic here. I seen something on Terrence's channel. Did they? Okay, you guys probably don't know. Alonzo probably definitely doesn't know it, but do you guys know if Chloe Bennett was cast in the Powerpuff Girls show?
Yes, she was.
You damn right, I don't know that.
Yes,
she's Blossom.
Yes.
Of course, you want that,
dude. I have the massive crush on Chloe Bennett ever since I seen her in fucking Nashville.
Yeah, they're race bending, race swapping, Professor Utonium.
Oh yeah,
because they got fuck's his name, Donald Faison to play him.
Oh well, dude, that's a good actor, man.
Yeah, he's funny.
but dude, I don't care, dude. You have Chloe Bennett in anything, my ass is there day one, man.
Yep.
Please tell me that you grown-ass men are not going to be sitting down there watching the fucking Powerpuff Girls.
You goddamn right these grown-ass men are going to be sitting there watching the Powerpuff Girls.
The live-action ones? Yeah. I never watched the show, but I'll watch the live-action ones.
We'll change that.
No, I ain't watching no damn show, dude.
You know you watched the fucking cartoon, bro.
I swear to God, I never watched one episode of that cartoon.
I did.
Bullshit.
Dude,
you sitting there all happy about Powerpuff Girls and shit?
That shit was fucking hilarious. I don't fucking care.
I'm happy about the casting.
That was a funny fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me get these two super chats. We're calling it for the night because we got to do Storm Nation. Green Goblin and Doc Ock from Raimi are better villains than Andrew. Villains were Vulture and Mysterio are good too. Well, thank you, Andrew, for your $5 super chat. Thank you for
Andrew, you are the man as well, bro.
And then the last super chat Comes from Duck Dodgers, who threw us in $2. Who more cringy, Cheetah, Wonder Woman 84, Electro, and I like Cheetah and Wonder Woman 84.
I like Cheetah too.
She was the best part of the fucking movie.
I hated that movie. I liked her a lot.
Yeah, so, yeah.
When she comes out in that black dress, boy, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I think she looked better than Gal Gadot. You know what I mean?
She did.
I think she looked better than Gal Gadot.
When they dressed her up and shit, I'm like, okay, Kristen Wiig is fucking hot. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
Yeah, I know, right? So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it for the night. All Mega Tier members, please stand by. I will send your link to join the show. All Super members, whatever. I'll send the link for the live show in a little bit. All right. With that said, be sure to check out Onzo and Adam's channel. The links are in the description box below, guys. Go over there. Onzo has his OOC tomorrow. Adam's got a Red Bull or a Rockstar. But yeah, just go there, check out their stuff, man. Definitely check out Onzo's stuff because he puts a lot of effort in this shit too. And Adam's always doing his game stream, so show your support, guys. Links in the description box below. Until next time, this has been Storms Live. Peace.
Peace.